The story of Little Mermaid Arya. Once upon a time, in the very deep ocean, there was a world that no one knew about. Dolphins would sing, jellyfish would dance, little colorful fish would swim. And in the deep waters was a glorious underwater kingdom. The sea people in this kingdom lived in peace with all the underwater creatures. It was ruled by King Poseidon, who loved his daughters so very much and always kept them in the kingdom. Arya was the youngest and did not understand why he never let her go anywhere. He told her there were dangers outside the kingdom's gates. She thought he must mean the men and creatures living on the land.
Arya, someday you will be old enough to wear your own crown. But until then, you must stay here in the kingdom where it is safe. I forbid you to leave.
But I'm so curious about the people and animals on the land. The people on the land have no respect for the life in the sea. They throw trash in our ocean, and we can't trust them. So you need to trust your father, Arya.
Little Mermaid Arya did listen, but the more she thought about what her grandmother said, the more curious she became.
I just cannot wait for my grown-up crown. The people living on the land might be just as kind as we are.
And little Arya thought up a plan in order to sneak out of the underwater kingdom. She thought about her friends, Big Whale Willie and Little Dolphin Dolphy, because they could go in and out of the water kingdom whenever they wanted. At the gate to the underwater kingdom, the swordfish guards moved aside to let Dolphin Dolphy and Whale Willie out into the ocean. They were free to come and go as they wanted. But once they were out of sight, Whale Willie opened his mouth wide, and out came his stowaway, the Little Mermaid Arya. And just like that, Arya was out on her own and swam right up to the surface of the water. For the first time of her life, she felt the wind, saw the sunset, and heard the seagulls.
This is an amazing feeling.
Here's my home, deep blue sea. Everything is fun, friends with me. The king called me the Little Mermaid, the very best daughter of the king of the sea. Just look around, you will see the joy, a beautiful life, and the ocean roar. Just look around, you will see the joy, a beautiful life, and the ocean roar.
Just then, Arya heard music coming from across the water. She dove into the water and swam towards the sound. Then she saw a huge boat and fireworks over it.
A boat! Come, Dolphy, let's get a closer look. Arya, stop. It might be dangerous.
Her friend Dolphy had warned her, but Arya didn't listen.
Arya, stop.
She swam up next to the boat, where she could see the king of the land and his son, Prince Edward. They were celebrating the prince's birthday.
A prince! Arya, you shouldn't be here. Those soldiers could be dangerous. We should go back home now. They might see us.
The prince started playing his flute on the bow of the ship.
He doesn't sound like a bad person.
Arya sang along with the tune of the flute with her beautiful voice. The prince heard her voice and looked around, surprised.
Whose beautiful voice is this?
Be careful, Arya. They're going to see you.
Far, far away, King Poseidon's evil sister, the sea witch Vega, used to live in the palace of King Poseidon, but had done bad things and was banished from the beautiful underwater kingdom. The day has come, the daughter of King Poseidon and a human. I sent thunder and storm and lightning, waves to overturn the boat and sink the prince. Because of the sea witch's spell, the waves began to break apart the prince's boat.
No! The boat is sinking! We need to help them!
Arya dove into the waves, swimming through the debris of the sinking ship all the way to the bottom of the ocean. She saw the flute of the prince and grabbed it. Then she saw the prince sinking to the sandy ocean floor. She took his hand and swam as fast as she could towards the land.
Wake up! Please wake up!
The prince slowly awakened and was shocked to be alive
You're alive!
and to see a beautiful red-headed mermaid next to him. Arya heard a dog barking and realized she was on the land and quickly dove back into the sea. The king and his soldiers and a young lady were searching for the prince, hoping to find him on shore.
A girl saved me. Father, I couldn't see her face, but I feel like I've heard that voice before.
Meanwhile, back in the ocean, Arya returned to the underwater kingdom. She still had the prince's flute and couldn't stop thinking about how handsome he was. Her father had been looking for her, and when he saw the flute, he knew that she had gone up to the surface of the ocean.
I warned you, Arya, and you didn't listen to me and ran away from the safety of the kingdom. You should have waited.
But the prince would have drowned!
What? A prince? You left the protection of the kingdom, Arya. You must trust me so that I can protect you from danger. I forbid you to leave the underwater kingdom.
King Poseidon left. He was upset and deeply worried about his daughter's heart. But Arya was still determined to return to see the prince again, and so she made a terrible mistake and left her father's kingdom again to seek out the evil witch Vega in the dark part of the ocean. Vega's two-headed guard snake was watchful around the witch's sea palace and saw the little mermaid coming.
Vega, the king's daughter approaches. It's time to take revenge on the king.
I knew this would happen. She has a wild, rebellious heart. Let her in, Snake. Arya was a little frightened, but wanted to see the prince, so she went in to ask the witch for help. Vega agreed to help, but demanded something valuable from the little mermaid. I will prepare a magical potion to turn you into a human. You will walk on the land and dance with your precious prince. But in return, I will take your beautiful voice.
My voice? But without my voice...
Mermaid shrugged and accepted the evil potion because she was foolish and her heart wanted to fall in love with the prince. But remember, the magic potion will wear off in 3 days, unless you get the prince to fall in love with you. Otherwise, you will change back into a mermaid and never remember your prince or your father ever again. Arya was so foolish and drank the magic potion. Then she started swimming up to the surface of the sea. And as she got closer to land, her tail started to disappear, and instead, she had human legs. Her friend Dolphy saw her and quickly came to help her.
Arya, you've never had legs. You need to be careful.
Little Mermaid managed to get to the shore with the help of Dolphy. Prince Edward was already there, looking for the girl who had saved him.
You seem familiar. Have we met each other before?
Arya did not have a voice, so she just nodded and gave the flute back to the prince.
Yes, we have met. You must be the girl who saved me from drowning. And that voice I heard while I was playing the flute on the deck, what is your name?
Arya tried to explain what happened to her,
Oh, you cannot talk?
but she could not speak. So the prince decided that she must be a different girl, since the girl he remembered had a beautiful voice. Still, he wanted to help this desperate girl and took her to his palace. At the Land Kingdom's castle, the prince's father was preparing for his son's wedding to another young lady. Arya watched from far away and was sad that she could not marry the prince. The days passed, and she could not talk to the prince. Arya knew the potion would wear off soon, and she would lose all her memories. Arya thought it was impossible for her to make Prince fall in love with her without her voice. Then the third day arrived. Arya was so sad. But just then, something unexpected happened. Her mermaid sisters came out of the sea, and then her grandmother.
My dear grandchild, we have come to rescue you and break the witch's evil spell.
Then the waves rose up in a giant splash, and Arya's father, King Poseidon, came out of the water.
Arya, my beautiful daughter, you went to the very danger I was trying to protect you from, but I have rescued your voice in this seashell. I have broken the witch's spell, so you will have your voice, and you will always remember us.
The king of the sea pointed his trident to the seashell in the hands of the grandmother, and the spell was broken. Her voice returned back to Arya.
My voice! Thank you, my dear family. I love you so much. Ah, no!
Whale Willie rushed the little mermaid to the prince's boat. The prince and a princess from another kingdom were about to be married. But suddenly, the prince heard something and stopped. It was Arya's beautiful voice again. After seeing Arya on the whale, Prince Edward jumped into the water to go speak with her.
It was you! I knew it! You are the girl who saved me.
My name is Arya.
And so it was that Prince Edward called off the wedding and made peace with King Poseidon's ocean kingdom. Arya was the first mermaid who ever learned to live on land as a human and as a mermaid in the sea. And eventually, she and Prince Edward became friends and married and lived happily ever after.
Dear Miss Little Mermaid, you don't know me yet. This is Vega. You all should be afraid. I'll follow you till the end. Snake, always stay awake. Watch Arya and Poseidon. Hope you won't make mistakes. I'm writing down my plans to destroy all the bands. One day I will have my freedom. Live in deep blue sea kingdom. Snake, be by my side. I will show you in detail how we go inside.
Little Mermaid, Baby Shark. Once upon a time, deep in the ocean, in the cold water, below the shining deep sea kingdom, there was a big and very dangerous shark gang that everyone was afraid of. The shark gang mistreated all the sea creatures and scared them with their huge, sharp teeth. The little one was called Baby Shark and loved to dance and sing.
I'm Baby Shark, do 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 do. Baby Shark, do 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 do. Baby Shark, do 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 do. Baby Shark, love to sing, do 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 do. Love to laugh, do 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 do. Love to dance, do 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 do. Baby Shark, so let's shout, do 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 do. Let's go up, do 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 do. To have fun, do 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 do. Baby Shark.
Hey you, sing it again. Sharks like us don't sing, Baby Shark. Got it? Because we's a gang.
But no, I'm not like you. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Shut up. That's nonsense. The mean shark gang took Baby Shark with them and swam to the dark part of the ocean where the sea witch Vega lived in her cave. Snake was on watch at the entrance of the cave, but he was busy trying to eat seaweed ice cream with his double head.
Delicious.
No, I get the rest. That was mine.
Snake didn't even see the sharks swim right past him. Baby Shark followed his mean brothers reluctantly and saw the eerie face of the sea witch Vega. You have finally come. I trust you the most in these seas. Guess why? Because we're the biggest, dangerousest, and terrifyingest gang of sharks in the whole ocean. Exactly. I'm hungry. Go get me a cute little dolphin and fill my belly. No problem, your witchiness. Piece of cake. The shark gang left the cave immediately to follow Vega's orders. They were swimming so fast that Baby Shark was having trouble keeping up with them. Sometimes he would even get squished between his older brothers with their big fins. He didn't like this plan. Meanwhile, in the glorious deep sea kingdom, King Poseidon's 3 beautiful mermaid daughters played in the royal ocean room. Arya, the youngest and most beautiful of her sisters, was able to live in the sea with her tail, and when she returned to her husband, Prince Edward, her tail would transform into legs and feet when she was on the land.
I think it's so neat. how you can walk and talk.
Right? I'm a walkie-talkie.
Tell me that story about the king's magical powers again.
One day, when all the fish were enjoying the summer ocean, the tiny dolphin Dolphy visited the deep sea kingdom to visit his good friend Mermaid Arya. King Poseidon told Dolphy that Arya was not there, but with Prince Edward on the land. So little dolphin Dolphy decided to go see her and swam towards the surface. But then the dangerous shark gang saw him and got in his way. Hey, boss! Here's a tiny dolphin, just like Vega wants for lunch. Yeah. Surround him when I count to 3. 1, 2. But the dumbest shark jumped out before the older brother counted to 3. I hadn't said 3 yet. Baby Shark saw what was happening and tried to stop his brothers from kidnapping the dolphin.
Stop! I said stop! Don't harm him!
But his big brothers were bigger and stronger and swam right past him to catch Dolphy the dolphin.
I wish I was a bigger, stronger shark. Then I could have stopped my brothers. I have to save that little dolphin.
Baby Shark swam after his brothers and thought how to save the dolphin. Back on shore, Arya and Prince Edward were playing the game of stone skipping on the pier of the castle by the ocean. To Arya, that dock was her front door.
5, 6, 7. 7.
It's your turn.
Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh no, you won. Make your wish.
My wish is that you'd sing me a song with your beautiful voice.
Here's my home, deep blue sea. Everything is fun, friends with me. The king called me the little mermaid, the very best daughter of the king of the sea. Just look around, you will see the joy, a beautiful life, and the ocean roar. Just look around, you will see the joy, a beautiful life, and the ocean roar.
But not all was well under the sea. In the dark part of the ocean, little dolphin Dolphy was crying in a cage.
Help! Help! Is anyone out there? I'm trapped in a cage. Why am I in a dungeon? Help me! Help me! I don't want to be eaten.
Snake heard him and came up to the front of the cage.
Hey, we caught you on purpose. Get it? On purpose? Now be quiet. You are a prisoner.
Stop playing with my food, Snake. Get out of here. Go stand guard. Well, if it isn't Arya's little dolphin friend. Thanks for coming over for dinner. Dolphy was scared. But soon, as the sea witch Vega wandered away, Baby Shark sneaked in through the wall. It was shocking how lax the security was around the witch's cave. Dolphy was frightened right away.
Hi, don't be afraid. It's okay, little dolphin. I'm not like my brothers. I will not harm you. Really? You're not tricking me, are you? No. I'm here to save you.
Baby Shark started gnawing the bars, but the cage was too strong.
Arya, you should let Mermaid Arya know. She's on land in the castle by the ocean. She can help.
Baby Shark listened to Dolphy and swam to the surface of the water. Up on the surface, Mermaid Arya and Prince Edward splashed their feet in the water while they watched the sunset. But then they noticed the shark fin approaching.
Hey, what's that? A fin? A dolphin?
It's a shark! Be careful, my prince!
Baby Shark came close to the dock and poked his head up out of the water.
Don't be afraid. I am Baby Shark. Your little dolphin friend is in trouble. He is a prisoner in Vega's cave. Dolphy! Goodbye, Edward.
Yeah. Did that shark just speak?
When Arya jumped into the sea, her feet disappeared and her tail came back. Arya and Baby Shark sneaked past Snake while he was busy trying to catch his own tail. But the Sea Witch was already watching Arya through her magic crystal pearl. Oh well. I suppose you're here to save your tiny friend. I get 2 for the price of 1. Vega surprised Arya with poisonous ink, using her tentacles to shoot them through the water at her. But Arya dodged them. While Arya fought Vega, Baby Shark found the key of the dungeon and managed to save the little dolphin Dolphy. Arya could not defeat the Sea Witch, so she began to use the magic of the ocean that the King of the Sea had taught her. The water currents began to flow like wind and light and stopped all the ink balls from hitting her.
Take that and this. What? How are you stopping those? Stop hurting people, Vega. That's not what you were meant for. Baby Shark saved me, Arya. Now let's get out of here.
Arya moved the protective shield around all 3 of them, and they left the dark cave and swam back to the Sea Kingdom.
Wow, this magic shield thing is really great. So, this is kind of a long water trip. Does it come with snacks or something? I'm sorry I misunderstood you, Baby Shark. I thought you were mean because you were in the Shark Gang. But I'm so happy to know you as my friend. Thank you. I'm very glad to have a friend. I've never wanted to be a part of that Shark Gang. It's okay, Baby Shark. You don't have to be in their gang. Come live here in the Sea Kingdom with my friends.
Baby Shark loved the Sea Kingdom and loved to sing his favorite song to his friends.
And Baby Shark dip 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 dip, Baby Shark dip 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 dip, Baby Shark dip 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 dip, Baby Shark. Love to sing dip 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 dip, love to laugh dip 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 dip, love to dance dip 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 dip, Baby Shark. So let's shout dip 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 dip, let's go up dip 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 to have fun dip 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 dip, Baby Shark. Dear Miss Little Mermaid, you don't know me yet. This is Vega, you all should be afraid. I'll follow you till the end. Snake, always stay awake. Watch Arya and Poseidon. Hope you won't make mistakes. I'm writing down my plans to destroy all the bands. One day I will have my freedom, live in